You could be eating something every day that's quietly destroying your erections and you wouldn't even know it. Not cigarettes, not alcohol. I'm talking about common, healthy-looking foods that spike your blood sugar, crush your testosterone, damage your blood vessels, and reduce your sensitivity down there. And for men over 60, this is critical. Because after 60, your erection relies on three things more than ever: proper blood flow, stable hormones, healthy nerves. And the wrong foods? They quietly attack all three. Hi, I'm Dr. Victor Hale, a urologist and men's health expert. For 15 years, I've helped men over 60 improve their performance without pills, using science-backed lifestyle changes. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the three most dangerous foods for male sexual health after 60. How they destroy your nitric oxide, lower your testosterone, and damage your arteries. And what to eat instead: foods that boost circulation, hormone balance, and confidence. This isn't about guilt or giving up all your favorites. It's about getting smart with what goes on your plate so you stay strong in the bedroom. If you're serious about reversing ED naturally, hit like, tap subscribe, and stick around. You may already be eating these erection killers without even realizing it. Let's fix that right now. Most men think erections are all about hormone, specifically testosterone. But what if I told you that your breakfast, lunch, and dinner could have more influence on your erections than your testosterone levels alone? Here's the truth. After age 60, your diet becomes one of the most powerful factors in your sexual performance. Why? Because erections are not just about desire. They're about blood flow, hormones, nerve sensitivity, and inflammation, all of which are deeply affected by what you eat every day. Erections are a blood flow game. Let's break it down. To get and maintain an erection, your body needs 1. Nitric oxide, a gas your blood vessels produce to relax and open. 2. Healthy endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries. 3. Low inflammation, so nothing interferes with circulation. 4. Steady insulin and glucose, because sugar damages blood vessels. If your diet is high in certain inflammatory or processed foods, it destroys the very systems your erections depend on. After 60, your vascular system weakens. As you age, your arteries stiffen. Your nitric oxide production declines. Your sensitivity to sugar and processed oils increases. This means that what didn't affect you at 40 can absolutely wreck your performance at 65. In fact, the arteries to the penis are some of the smallest in the body, so when blood flow problems start, they often show up as ED first, years before heart disease is diagnosed. That's right, your penis can be the canary in the coal mine for your cardiovascular system. Real-life example: Mr. C, age 67. Mr. C came into my clinic complaining of soft erections and no morning wood for over a year. He didn't smoke, didn't drink, took walks 3 times a week. But his diet? Breakfast, white toast, butter, bacon. Lunch, sandwich with processed cheese. Dinner, fried chicken or red meat, 5 nights a week. No veggies, no fruits. I don't like rabbit food, he joked. We ran some lab shees, testosterone was borderline. But his inflammatory markers were sky high, and his LDL cholesterol was through the roof. We started with food. Within 8 weeks, he'd cut processed meats, added leafy greens, nuts, and omega-3s. His morning erections returned, no pills required. "Doc, I didn't think food could do that," he said. But it did. And it does. Bottom line, food is medicinier, it's poison, especially for your sexual performance. After 60, every meal is either building your erections or slowly killing them. The problem? Most men don't even realize the foods they trust or eat out of habit are the very ones choking their blood flow and draining their hormones. So, let's talk about the 3 worst erection-killing foods you should avoid after 60. Starting with a popular morning item that most people think is healthy but absolutely isn't. Food number 1. Highly processed meats. Bacon, sausage, deli meats. Let's start with one of the most common staples in the diet of older adults. Bacon, sausage, salami, ham, cold cuts. They're easy, tasty, convenient. But they're also one of the most dangerous food groups for your erections. Why? Because processed meats are a cocktail of chemical threats to male sexual health, especially after 60. What makes processed meats so damaging? Let's break it down. E. Saturated fat and cholesterol overload. These meats are packed with saturated fat and cholesterol, which clog your arteries, including the tiny ones that supply blood to the penis. Remember, penile arteries are 1-2 millimeters wide. If they're even slightly narrowed, your erections weaken significantly. 2. Preservatives and nitrites. Most processed meats contain sodium nitrite, which damages the endothelium, the thin layer of cells that produce nitric oxide, the key to erection. Damaged endothelium equals reduced nitric oxide equals poor blood flow equals erectile dysfunction. 3. Hormonal disruption. Some processed meats come from animals treated with synthetic hormones or antibiotics, which may further disrupt your body's hormonal balance, especially when testosterone is already declining naturally after 60. C. Inflammation bomb. High sodium, poor quality fats, and chemical additives lead to chronic, low-grade inflammation of the silent killers of sexual performance in older adults. Study backed. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health linked processed meat consumption with a 20% increased risk of cardiovascular disease and a notable drop in sperm quality and testosterone levels. Even more relevant, men who eat the most processed meats tend to have poorer vascular health. Overall, the exact system erections depend on. Case story. Mr. D, 64. Mr. D loved his bacon and sausage every morning. Doctor, I've eaten like this my whole life and I've been fine. But he wasn't fine anymore. His erections were soft. Morning wood gone. Performance anxiety creeping in. I challenged him. Go 30 days without processed meat. Just 30. He replaced bacon with boiled eggs and avocado. Cold cuts with grilled chicken or hummus. Results? I didn't realize how foggy I felt until I stopped. I wake up harder now. Literally. What to eat instead? Swap these foods with organic eggs, boiled chicken or turkey breast, tuna with olive oil, lentils, beans, and hummus, avocado toast on whole grain bread, nuts and seeds, especially Brazil nuts, walnuts. Remember, it's not just about cutting food, it's about replacing it with what heals. Food number 2. White bread and refined carbohydrates. Most people wouldn't think twice about their daily toast, sandwich, or dinner roll. It seems harmless, maybe even healthy, especially when labeled enriched or fortified. Oh, but if you're eating white bread, pasta, crackers, cookies, and other refined carbs regularly, you're sabotaging your erections. And here's why. The blood sugar spike. Crash cycle. Refined carbs break down almost instantly into glucose, sugar, causing your blood sugar to spike. Your body responds by flooding itself with insulin to bring the sugar down. This constant sugar-insulin roller coaster leads to insulin resistance, increased body fat, especially belly fat, increased inflammation, lower testosterone levels, all of which are linked to erectile dysfunction, especially in men over 60. How it affects your sexual function. 1. Kills nitric oxide. High blood sugar reduces the production of nitric oxide, the gas that allows your blood vessels to dilate and push blood into the penis. R. The more belly fat you carry, the more testosterone you convert into estrogen through an enzyme called aromatase. The result? Less drive, softer erections, and more fatigue. Real-world case. Mr. F, 62. Mr. F told me, I don't eat that bad just toast in the morning, a sandwich at lunch, and pasta at night. I showed him what was happening inside. His blood sugar was pre-diabetic, his testosterone was 290 ng/dL low, and his energy was gone. We cut out refined carbs and replaced them with sprouted grain bread, quinoa, brown rice, sweet potatoes, fiber-rich vegetables and legumes. 3 weeks later, he said, I didn't expect my energy in the bedroom to come back just from changing my bread, but it did. What to eat instead? Replace refined carbs with whole, slow-digesting carbs. Sprouted or whole grain breads, Ezekiel, oat-based. Steel-cut oats instead of instant. Brown or wild rice instead of white rice. Sweet potatoes instead of fries. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas for fiber and testosterone support. Quick tip: the higher your blood sugar, the lower your testosterone and nitric oxide. Erectile health is blood sugar health. FOOD, some sugary beverages, soda, sweet tea, energy drinks, fruit, juice. You might think a cold soda or sweet iced tea here and there is harmless. Or maybe you think your morning glass of 100% fruit juice is part of a healthy breakfast. But here's the truth. Liquid sugar is one of the most dangerous erection killers for men over 60. Why? Because sugary drinks spike your blood glucose faster and harder than almost any food, and they deliver zero fiber, no protein, and no healthy fats to buffer the damage. Let's break down what's really happening when you drink your sweetness. What sugary drinks do to your erections. 1. Spike blood sugar instantly. A can of soda can contain 39 g of sugar that's nearly 10 teaspoons of pure glucose hitting your bloodstream in minutes. R. Crash nitric oxide production. That spike causes oxidative stress, which damages the endothelium, the lining of your blood vessel sand, reduces nitric oxide, making it harder to get or maintain erections. 3. Insulinresistance. Your body is less efficient at clearing sugar after 60. The more you drink sweetened beverages, the faster you push yourself toward prediabetes or full type 2 diabetes, both major causes of erectile dysfunction. C. Lower testosterone. Studies show men who consume sugary drinks daily have significantly lower testosterone levels. Excess sugar increases insulin, which suppresses the pituitary signal to produce testosterone. 5. Increase belly fat and estrogen. Liquid sugar promotes visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your organ sand. That fat converts testosterone into estrogen, further reducing your sexual drive. Case study. Mr. L, 68. Mr. L wasn't overweight, didn't smoke, and exercised 3 times a week. But he had zero libido and hadn't had a strong erection in nearly 9 months. He drank 1 glass of orange juice every morning, sweetened iced tea at lunch, a sports drink after walking, occasional soda with dinner. I called it what it was: liquid sugar poisoning. We removed it all for 30 days. Results? I didn't realize how much sugar I was drinking. I dropped 6 pounds and woke up with morning erections again. That hasn't happened in years. What to drink instead? Water with lemon, sparkling water with a splash of real juice, unsweetened green or herbal tea, black coffee, no sugar, electrolyte water with no added sugar. Beet juice, in moderation, supports nitric oxide. If you miss sweetness, try stevia or monk fruit. They won't spike blood sugar and are much safer for your hormones. Bottom line, liquid sugar is silent, addictive, and absolutely deadly for erections. You may think you're staying hydrated, but you're flooding your system with inflammatory glucose that destroys blood flow and hormones. After 60, every sip counts. So far, we've exposed the top 3 erection-killing foods men over 60 must avoid. Processed meats, refined carbs, sugary drinks. Now, let's shift gears, because avoiding danger is only half the equation. If you want stronger, longer-lasting erections without pills, you have to fuel your body right. In this part, I'll show you 3 doctor-approved eating strategies to protect your blood vessels, boost your testosterone, and naturally support healthy, reliable erections. 1. The penis plate formula. Build meals that promote blood flow. If you want better blood flow to the penis, your meals need to nourish the endothelium, the delicate lining of your arteries that produces nitric oxide. Here's the formula I teach patients. Every plate should include 1 fist of leafy greens, spinach, arugula, kale, beet greens, 1 pascal all-m of lean protein, grilled chicken, salmon, legumes, 1/2 cup of whole carbs, quinoa, sweet potato, lentils, 1 thumb of healthy fat, olive oil, avocado, nuts. These ingredients support nitric oxide production, anti-inflammation, stable insulin, hormonal balance. Think of every meal as an opportunity to build your erection from the inside out. Add herbs like garlic, ginger, turmeric, and a squeeze of lemon to enhance blood flow further. 2. Fruit first thing in the morning, but only the right kinds. Most men grab toast or cereal first thing, but the best way to kickstart sexual energy is to feed your mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses that fuel every cell, including those responsible for sexual stamina. Best fruits for erection health after 60. Berries, high in antioxidants and support capillary strength. Pomegranate boosts nitric oxide and testosterone. Watermelon contains citrulline, a natural ED remedy. Banana supports nerve function and contains magnesium. Start your day with a small bowl of fruit plus 1 boiled egg or a handful of nuts. It stabilizes blood sugar and supports hormone health without inflammation. Avoid fruit juice, dried fruit, fruit-flavored yogurt, all are sugar bombs. 3. Eat for testosterone at every meal. Your testosterone depends on nutrients, and most older men are deficient. To produce testosterone, your body needs zinc pumpkin seeds, oysters, lentils, magnesium, spinach, almonds, beans, healthy fats, olive oil, egg yolks, fatty fish, cholesterol in moderation to build hormones, vitamin D, eggs, mushrooms, sunshine. Here's a sample testosterone-friendly lunch. Grilled salmon over spinach and quinoa, topped with pumpkin seeds and a lemon olive oil vinaigrette. Side of beet salad with walnuts. That's a hormone-repairing, erection-restoring meal. Not a magic pill, but in the long run, far more powerful. Summary. 3. Eating habits that heal your erections. Habit, what it does. Penis plate. Formula improves blood flow plus lowers inflammation. Fruit first mornings boosts energy, nitric oxide, and blood sugar control. Testosterone-focused meals. Supports hormone production plus performance. Your body is always listening. Every bite you take is either feeding your future energy or draining your current strength. You don't need another pill. You need to eat like a man who wants to stay sexually alive. And now you know how. If you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Because most men don't want to hear that their plate might be causing their performance problems. But you? You chose to learn. You chose to take control. So let's recap what we've uncovered. The 3 foods that kill erections. After 60. 1. Processed meats, full of preservatives, bad fats, and artery-damaging chemicals. 2. Refined carbs. Spike your blood sugar and crash your testosterone. SAN. Sugary drinks. Destroy nitric oxide, increase belly fat, and lower hormone levels. They may be common, but they're silently stealing your strength as a man. The 3 eating habits that restore performance. 1. The penis plate formula. Meals designed to support blood flow and reduce inflammation. 2. Fruit first mornings. Power your energy and nitric oxide naturally. SAN. Testosterone-friendly meals. Give your body the raw materials to produce hormones and stamina. These changes may seem simple, but I've seen them transform lives in men who had given up hope. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need another supplement. You don't need to feel embarrassed. And you definitely don't need to think your best years are behind you. Because your body is still capable. Your blood vessels can repair. Your hormones can be supported. And yes, your erections can return. It starts with one decision at your next meal. One choice to swap what harms for what heals. What to do now? Comment strong at 60+ if you're ready to apply what you've learned. Hit like if this video gave you something new to think about. Subscribe to Intimacy Over 60 for weekly videos on sexual health, vitality, and confidence for older men. Don't forget to grab your free gift, 7 testosterone-boosting foods for men over 60. Link is in the pinned comment below. And watch this next. 3 proven steps to reverse erectile dysfunction after 60. It's the perfect follow-up to this video. I'm Dr. Victor Hale. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. And remember, you're not past your prime. You're just getting started on your terms. See you in the next video.